Yo.
What up? What it do?
Hey, what's happening, nigga?
This is a new format. New format here.
Why do you guys always do that when we come on? Yo, why do you do that?
So I like to tell everybody hello.
Oh, that's all right. But we had the intro music and all of that shit playing before this time. Even though that's Kenny intro music, we're not using that no more because
we're not using that. We're not gonna use that.
Yeah, this is
we couldn't get to work.
Okay, we're gonna
little technical difficulties.
It's not me this time. I didn't have no technical difficulties except I don't have curtains, nigga. So that light is hella bright behind me. But y'all be all right.
It's okay. You hella dark. That's good. Anyways, Corey, why don't you start us off?
Hey, nigga, you only half black, girl. Chill out. Big wide bass. Okay.
Why don't you introduce our first guest?
We got our first guest here. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn my energy back up because I'm really excited about this one. This is Malik Obee. You know what I'm saying? He's like a neighborhood hero. And I say that shit because he's a writer and he does a lot of different things. And right now he works for the Seahawks. That's probably what makes people the most excited. We got Malik Obee. Bring him in. I know you got the backstage shit. Bring him in.
I know, I'm bringing him in.
Why you keep you keep peeking them in and out? Oh, there you go.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, Malik?
Kenny, what's up, guys?
Kenny, you supposed to do like the clapping shit or something. Do that in the editing. If you can make the clap noise. I don't know how to do it.
I'm just happy to be on. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. For real.
And before we get into his whole Seahawks shit, because I know both of the people that's gonna be watching this is gonna be watching it for football. But this one right here, Malik, I started watching him with all the shit he was doing in the community back when he lived in Baltimore. I don't know if he's still out there.
Yeah.
But he lives way out on the East Coast, man. He's feeding the homeless, feeding the community, doing all kind of stuff, and he's writing books, bro. I bought his book, a go-go book. You know what I'm saying? And then his other stuff was draft HBCU players, and that's the shit that really turned me on to him. So Malik, do you still do that with the HBCU?
Yeah. So it's been great. I don't know what year we in. You know, it's just
2024, bro.
I'm talking about like in terms of the business or the company or movement itself. But it's been phenomenal. So we just came back from basically the postseason tour of the Black College Championship to the Jim Thorpe Awards because we worked with the Aeneas Williams Award to give the best Black college DB in the country his award in his name. You know, that's one development that we've had, and then the Legacy Bowl, which is the HBCU showcase for the top Black college talent, that's sponsored by the NFL. The Combine, all of that stuff, man. Tired, but is heading to the draft.
Bro, you doing all of that?
Between me and the team, yeah, we did all of it. Yeah, you know,
that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even really know what your main line of work when I started talking to you, but I know I used to see you out there on that bike. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. You working all the way across the country with the Seahawks, and to me, somebody from the outside, I'm like, damn, gotta turn his tweets into a career. This nigga is a magician. Like, and I know it take more work than that, but still we look. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all you people only know him because he is Seahawks, but this nigga's a Raiders fan, a real one, a die-hard one too.
Right.
Yeah,
that's the funniest thing because I got a lot of people that follow me that are Raiders fans from when we just engaging or I'm doing all this stuff trying to separate myself. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it. And it's just like when I got the job with the Seahawks, it was after such a long period of time of just grinding, that I kind of immersed myself into learning their history. You know, I knew the Seahawks to an extent, but learning their history from start to now and really getting the roster down and all that stuff, it was a big process for me, but I'm still like every week tuning in the Raiders games. I'm still knowing the whole 53, you know, all of that stuff. So
okay.
I thought you was
I thought you was gonna be on some low key shit. Like I'm really a Seahawks fan now.
Nah,
Hey, you don't care, nigga.
Anybody that really knows me know I've always wanted to write or be a part of the Raiders organization. So I think we all know that being a fan of the team is hard to build that rapport. Like I'm not just a homer, but then to try to get that job with the team itself.
Yeah.
And that was something I tried so long to do. And at this point in life, it's just not for me yet, maybe. But I'm not going to ever fake the funk. Like, I'm not a Raiders fan. Like, I'm not willing to argue down with somebody at any moment. Like, I'll be and it's funny because I work with a lot of Raiders fans. I won't put anybody out there that I work with. But yeah, I mean, when the Raiders play the Seahawks, the tickets were a hot commodity, especially in the West. And it's funny to see like parts of this, just to get to this part of the journey, because it's been a struggle. It's a beautiful struggle. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love working for the organization, but I do.
But how did it come about though? How did you end up with the Seahawks? So I'm sorry, I'm jumping on top of you and shit. But I just wanted to go. I didn't want to. How did that even happen? Because I know that you're so in love with the Raiders and all this stuff. Is this something you were just pursuing NFL wide and they reached back out to you, or what happened?
So really, it was an opportunity for me to just say, look, I hope that this comes through one day. But every March, April, I was applying to every team, just like on some make a career out of the degree that I went back to school to get. And I'm just like, when it comes through, it'll come through. It was a couple teams I wasn't going to apply to, obviously. Not more so because of, like, I was never going to work for the Chiefs. I was never going to.
Yeah, niggas say that shit. That's all. I wanted you to say.
Couldn't do it.
It's not even just about the Raiders. It's not even just about that. It's just about, I just didn't feel like it was the right environment for me anyway. So I just felt I usually apply to 20 to 25 teams per year. And the Seahawks reached out to me because, well, one reason they told me is because of the platform draft HBCU. Like, I've been trying to go above and beyond. I say it was me first, and then I got a team of all HBCU grads and former players and current students and stuff like that that's helping us. But, like, I want to, that's part of the team, I was like, man, I got to do something to help our players feel motivated for what they're doing and know that they have the history in their favor as well, especially the Raiders, of course. I mean, anybody
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 50 plus guys from black colleges that played for the Raiders. Let's not talk about the Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
It's like
one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And who's that?
Art Shell, Willie Brown is something you can name. And then the stories and the history, the Raiders and my love for that pushed me to find out everybody's history. And then that kind of like went from there. So long story short, I got a call from the Seahawks one day. I almost blocked the number. I'm like, come on now. Like, I'm in DC. I wasn't expecting to get a call from the Seahawks, realistically. They left me a message and it was like, hey, we want to interview you. And I interviewed twice in 2 days. The third day, they were in the draft, about the war room. And it was the whole media team, really. And they were like, you want to be a Seahawk. But they told me that one of the reasons was because of draft HBCU, like, we want to tell our history in a different way than many people know, especially with your perspective being from the East and all of that stuff. And that was great. And I say that to say last April, we went on the first ever Seahawks HBCU tour in partnership with Microsoft and Seattle Public Schools. So when I got hired, they flew me from DC to Seattle. I met my guy, Kyle Daugherty. He's going to hear this probably. And he's a part of diversity and all that. Big white dude. He's a former linebacker in college and everything. We go to a Mariners game. I'm amazed by all this. You know what I'm saying? I've never even been to Seattle, but I'm chill. Like, I'm just taking it all in, And this guy's like, man, we love what you do. We're going to do this black college tour and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, what? I'm like,
Crazy. So that's not even something that you thought about. You didn't even know that you were going to be able to do that. They were already on top of it. So shout out to the Seahawks, bro. That's kind of dope.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
They came to me with it, and I was just like, this is more than just writing. You know what I'm saying? Man, I've freelanced for every website, blog you can think of when it comes to the Raiders. So for me to get an opportunity to be with a team, and then they say, we want you for more than just these 500 or 1,000 words, you can help us bring value. It's like, man, that was amazing. So there's always some type of thing that they're doing to push the narrative forward in terms of being a Black person, especially the youth. So they partnered with Seattle Public Schools. There's a program called the African American Male Achievement Program. There's no Black colleges in that part of the country. So those kids got some exposure and opportunity through Microsoft and the Seahawks to go to Howard, Hampton, Virginia State, Virginia Union, what else am I forgetting? UDC, and Norfolk State. All expenses paid, and they're young, so they do this program, different little stops and different ventures to help them get a step forward in life till they graduate. And then Microsoft is going to give them money to go to school too. So it's pretty amazing.
And that's off of something that you was doing. I'm not going to say that it's something you was doing on the side, because I wouldn't disrespect you like that, but you obviously had a full-time job at the time, you know what I mean, doing something else. And then you invested in the HBCU, your own time and money or whatever. And now look at the platform it's on, bro. And that's the same kind of shit I want us to do, us three. You know what I mean? We're going to invest in something, obviously, and create a much bigger platform starting right here. Because that's I didn't introduce you the right way. That's Mike over there. He quiet, you know what I'm saying? The one that look like Abominable Snowman over there. That's
actually
Mike.
let me just introduce.
Come on,
right, give me 1 second. Let me just give Mike the proper introduction.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Come on.
I was like,
what's that? All right.
I don't know. Hey, that's my favorite video, cuz I didn't see the shit, but I can't unsee the shit, nigga. That's you.
Hold on. Ivan said Paul Wall.
Paul Wall. Hey, so y'all go get on him, because you know he gonna have the mad tweets. Mike, you gonna have the mad tweets. Don't nobody talk bad if you don't want to fight. Hey, if you don't want to fight, don't talk shit to me.
Hey, I ain't doing all that.
I'm taking that as disrespect because you're using all these big words.
No, play. So when I'm introducing them, that's Mike. Because,
I'm keeping noted.
The reason why I say it's a big deal, Malik, when you used to make them tapes, Leak did it, right? I remember them at the end. It said Leak did it. So now we got Mike doing shit like that, movie Mike, and he got crazy tapes on Devontae, Hunter Renfro. He got a lot of different tapes out there. So I need to keep him with me because I like to do the voiceover shit, but that editing, ugh. Brother, what's that? You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that's you, because I gotta be your every now. You gotta change it. That's you, dude.
Oh shit! Hey, the chat's going crazy.
Get your lick back, Mike. Okay, so let's stop doing that, because I mean, here's one thing. I got a chance to talk to celebrity Malik Obee, but at the same time, Mike, you pop your shit a little bit, because what is it that you really do? What do you bring to the table? Because you see Kenny King got fucking trophies and all kind of weird shit and a professional microphone, so we know what he does. What do you do, Kurt?
Yeah.
What do you do, Mike? I mean, I know what you do, but they don't.
Like you said, okay. Well, for the people that don't know, I'll be making tapes, highlights, recaps. I like during draft season, like at the moment, like whatever I feel like is the main need, like for the Raiders. I like focusing on doing like tapes like that, showcasing like the certain players we should probably be looking at that I feel should fill that need per se.
And how do you do that? You do that through video. Hold on, let me do it for you, Mike. Let me pop your shit for you. Good. All right, so this is what he does. He showcases that same shit through videos, and what he does is he adds different things, because he got a little bit a engineering background, not engineering like nerd shit, like music shit. So he times that shit in there. He times in a lot of the music and the highlights. He mixes the shit with a fucking live audio, his own audio, my audio, and then he syncs all that shit and posts it for you guys. And then some of y'all say that he be stealing, and fuck you for that. I'm sorry, we're not doing that. Not the negative.
No, you could not fuck him.
No, not the negative stuff. It's not worth it. But I'm just saying, this is the stuff that he does, and he does it better than anybody else. So you know what I'm saying? Give him his props and give him his flowers when you see Machiavelli tagged in the corner. So don't steal his videos. Give him his props. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
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 And it's a process, bro. I put my all into that shit for real. So I have fun doing it. It gets a little disappointing sometimes when like some of the videos don't do the numbers, but I know like it's cool. Probably the next one's gonna hit and it's gonna go crazy.
You never know, bro. Like sometimes it's the video that you didn't even try that hard on that really do the numbers, or you might do a video today, you know what I'm saying, and it don't start popping again until like way later. Right now, I got a Denzel Perryman video going crazy because he just signed. So just keep doing your shit. And my videos that's hot right now are from 2022. So you know what I'm saying? Just keep popping your shit.
Yeah, I hear you.
I wanted to have
times where old videos at time. Yeah, it's crazy when you see like old content that you posted like from like a year or two ago start like going crazy and all that. You feel me? Like it's random because like you're hoping like your current stuff is what's popping right now, and then like your old stuff starts going crazy and doing numbers too, and it's cool. Like it's cool seeing like people looking into like your previous work and stuff. It feels good like knowing people like appreciate your work for real.
The shit that I don't like, the shit I don't like is when I try hard on it.
Oh, go ahead, Corey.
All right, no, I hate when I do want to talk about myself, bro. Like. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about myself, nigga. You had the intro video, cuz this is on your channel. Relax. Okay, so I do want to talk about my shit. I hate when I post a video and I really think like, yeah, nigga, I did that, and I post the shit. This fucking very low interaction, and then every now and then I post a video just to do something. I don't really care. It was kind of on my break at work. Boom, and that bitch is doing numbers. It's booming. So you never know. The shit that be funny to me don't be funny to y'all, and then the stuff that I think is extra regular, y'all be laughing at. So I'm not trying no more.
So couple things. First and foremost, Corey, they want to know. First and foremost, actually. Dre's talking about Mike. You also freelance for Sports Illustrated. That's true. So shout out that.
Yeah.
Shout out Hondo.
Yeah, he worked for
Hondo.
Yeah, he worked for Sports Illustrated. That's why he's in.
Yeah, shout out
Hondo. Ivan still got jokes.
Sort
of. So when Mike's not getting the grill, he's grinding out those tapes.
Oh, they on that Paul Wall shit still?
Yeah. Let's see. Mike also goes toe to toe with the whole fan base is on Twitter, 10 toes down. That's true as fuck. Mike is always ready for the smoke. Mike is more ready for the smoke than me.
Yeah, stop doing that, Mike.
Yeah,
I'm probably a hypocrite because I get sucked into it sometimes. I get sucked into it.
That a Meek video popped off.
Yeah.
As soon as he signed,
like I get it when like Raider Nation be talking.
Yep.
Like it's cool in Raider Nation. I get it. Like we have our times where like we as fans like they kind of talk shit about the team, and that's okay. They're Raider Nation. They can express how they feel. But when somebody else talks about team, it's like, bro, fuck it. I can't. If you from another fan base, I can't tolerate slander.
See,
especially if your team not better.
One thing with me,
I can't do
that's
it.
One thing with me is I'll go toe to toe with Raider fans because there's some Raider fans that just need the shit slapped out of them, and they know who they are.
So Malik, do you miss that? Do you miss that at all?
Hell yeah, man.
You do? You miss the craziness on the timeline? Because now I know I never see you engaged in the bullshit.
I be laughing. I be laughing because you think I like look, Raiders fans are crazy. Like comparison to different ones, like Raiders fans are crazy. So I think like because Seahawks fans are very mild compared to Raiders fans in terms of language, in terms of how far they'll go, in terms of the arguments, it's completely different. I mean, it's completely different. I think I've learned a great tolerance with people through my time as a coming up Raiders, whatever. Like, hell yeah. Like, I do miss it. It's fine because I'll be going at it with people.
I would assume that the Seahawks fans was crazy because it's like the loudest stadium or one of the loudest stadiums in the league. I thought the fans was crazy too.
That's the thing, though.
So hold on, I got a question. Speaking of the loudest stadium in the league, I gotta ask: is it real? Is the sound real?
Hell yeah! And then it's crazy because of the setup. Like it's literally, I've been to the Oakland Coliseum. I've been to the last. It's literally on a street, and the fact that the Mariners Stadium right there is like when it's loud, it's like it bounces off each other, man. It's crazy. Like that first game when Bobby came back versus the Rams, they lost. But at the beginning of the game, when he came out, I mean, it was crazy. I had to leave from the press box to go down and just to hear it because it was rocking in there. I mean, it was really
just to go be in it.
Yeah, man, it was really rocking, bro. It like my heart was beating for real. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm like, damn, I gotta be in for a playoff. But this is the difference. To answer your question, I think the difference is that the Raiders' struggles over time compared to them, they've had like a much better last 10 or so years of consistency. You know what I'm saying? So their stuff is a little bit more trivial compared to a fan base that's been like struggling and like going through something.
Them niggas not mad for real.
Yeah, like I'm like, it's not even that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, them niggas not mad for real. That's the real difference. You know what I'm saying?
You know, when and then look at the Seahawks last two drafts. Like, I get it. Like, people are mad about those money and this and that and the other. They have some bad contracts. You know what I'm saying? But they're a good team compared to the Raiders, where it's been like we've been through the struggle of like guys that really shouldn't even been in the NFL. Really,
he still say we. He still say we.
Like, damn, I didn't even think about it. But you know what I'm saying? Like the NFL, you got guys that really shouldn't have been in the league playing with the Raiders, and people are just loving them because they gotta love them. And the years of damn near being great and 2015, all these things compared to really the last 12 years, they've been great since Pete got there for real. You know what I'm saying? He went out over 500. You know what I'm saying? So
let's just say, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say real quick. I know that it's a big difference or something like that, and not gonna call you a Seahawks fan or nothing like that. But sometimes you get sucked into the shit when you're at a game, right? So what would be like the most? I mean, I assume you've gone to a bunch of Seahawks games since you start working for them. What was a game that you got sucked into the most where you was like, oh my, like it was exciting and shit? Because for me, when we whooped y'all ass with Josh Jacobs, that was super exciting for me. Unbelievably exciting. So what would be like the most exciting for, I wouldn't say y'all because you still with us, but for the Seahawks.
Were you excited when we whooped your ass with Josh?
Crazy? My bad, Kenny. What you said?
No, I said, were you excited when we won that game? I mean, obviously you couldn't show up.
Hell yeah.
That's that shit right
like
there.
I said, I feel like I've become a true professional in the sense that on the outside, I'm chill. But like inside, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can, and then even like, or even like how I respond to stuff online. Like, bro, I'm gonna get back to what you said, but like when I saw Wilkins get signed, like I wanted to be like, oh shit, on Twitter. Like, you know, I'm gonna still say something. Like they're not the police. Now, mind you, they're not the police, the tweet police. Like, bro, don't be talking about the Raiders no more, nothing like that. But I'm just like, hey, I could be in a different situation tomorrow, so I gotta handle things differently. But man, it sounds crazy. The game that put me in that mode wasn't even a real game. It was the scrimmage, like the team, you know, blue versus action green for real. You know, the beginning of the year where you got all the fans come in and everybody just, you know, you have all these events and stuff, but being in that stadium for the first time and seeing all the banners and then like the way the crowd feel and like, listen, man,
the energy.
Yeah, the energy. You got the birds flying over, the water's right there. It's just the whole city shut down for that.
It's picturesque and shit, huh? So I'm going to Seattle for the first time next month.
High. That's the thing. Like the expectations are so high. You know what I'm saying? Like the Seahawks, realistically, even if you look at when they won the Super Bowl, Russ, all those guys, they had so much young talent. And it just was like, boom, we ready. Like So it's like that expectation. You get a guy like Devin Witherspoon or Tariq Woolen, all these different guys. It's like, hey, we can win it this year. They really should have won 11 games this year.
So why are they whack now?
Huh?
So why would you think? Why are they whack now? What would you think? I mean, they got a gang of talent, and I really like the young corners and shit like that. But they're definitely like, it's hard to say coming from a Raiders fan, but I feel like they underperformed this last year. Like I felt like my expectations for them were going to be better, especially considering how Geno closed out the last year and shit. I thought like, oh shit, something's gonna happen. And what happened?
All right, well, I think they got some of the issues that the Raiders, the Eagles, and a couple other teams have, ignoring key positions year after year. And when you don't have that balance of like star power with young talent and then veteran presence, sometimes it's hard to overcome that. Like they ignored several flaws in the offensive line and the defensive line and linebacker position. I mean, even behind Jordan Brooks and Bobby Wagner, they're losing all 3 linebackers this year. All Devin Bush on, So Devin Bush really wasn't that. I hate to say he wasn't that good anyway. Just a high athleticism guy.
He wasn't an impact.
Yeah, he's not that guy. And then the defensive line, a lot of injuries on both sides, offensive and defensive. A lot of injuries.
Damn.
Just finding that depth, like on the offensive line, like they just got back George Fant. And
so if your big boys are beat up, your team's gonna be beat up too. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's but the biggest factor to me, and it's not knock on him, but Clint Hurt and the defense was kind of all over the place. Like his scheme was kind of all over the place, and I think it was a big adjustment, even these last 2 seasons. And the defense just wasn't what you think of when you think of the Seahawks, especially with the talent that they have. Like a lot of the success that the defense had was on pure talent. I mean, but when you got a guy like Jamal Adams who's really not touching the field like that, and then he comes back, gets hurt in Cincinnati, all of that, then gets hurt again, and he hasn't really played much football. This is going to be an interesting year because we're going to see if it was talent or scheme. Mike McDonald expectations are obviously high. Great coach, right? Yeah.
Then when you cut Quandre and you cut Jamal Adams and Bobby's going and all of that, when Bobby gets to Washington, he's going to be able to fly down the field. He's probably not going to be asked for as much in coverage. There's a lot of different looks and stuff that and it was just a lot of confusion. I mean, it was clear down the back end, that back stretch of the season, like,
that puts them in a similar position. I'm sorry. That puts them in a similar position that the Raiders always find themselves in the draft, right? Where you're really trying to figure out who do they target because goddamn.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like looking at the Raiders roster, I know you got his shirt on, you got Jack Jones, you got Nate Hobbs. But then you got to get some depth. You got to get some talent at corner. You got to get more talent at linebacker, even with Spillane having a pretty solid year. You got to get more up front with Jerry gone, even though you brought Wilkins in. Phenomenal pickup, obviously.
How did you make this about us? I was talking about y'all sucking, nigga. What the fuck?
Yes, we talked about the similarities. Raiders,
I set myself up, and I didn't even see that one coming, bro.
O-line. I was hoping that's how I hope we was going to talk about the Raiders. I wasn't here to talk about me the whole damn time.
But we could do that because Mike and Kenny actually have done a lot more homework in terms of the draft, so they can say stuff like that. And now I almost get a chance to be a fan because I know as much homework as Mike and Kenny have done, you probably have done just as much. In terms of the draft coming up, now looking at the quarterback situation and the free agency situations that have been happening, what do you think happens at the top of the draft? Assuming they,
I don't know if y'all want to hear who I think. I don't know if y'all want to hear it. Maybe you do. I don't know who y'all.
I do want to hear it because I think I came to the reality today. But go ahead.
You know who I think the Raiders' next quarterback is? Bo Nix.
Oh, come on, bro. Damn, bro. I don't know about that. You really think so?
Hey, hey, I'm sorry, dog. I'm just looking at it. It's either I really think, all right.
Why, nigga? Why would you? And you said it out loud, but why do you say that?
I think it'll be the Raiders or the Broncos. I think like
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Hey, guys.
All right. Time out.
Why?
Don't do that again. Wait. Hey, you just caught me so off guard with that. All right. So, I'm thinking best case, reality, worst case scenario. That's the worst case scenario in my mind. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I think it is a possibility, though. I think it's a possibility because you got to look at how the quarterback shake out. The best case scenario to me is the Raiders somehow get Jaden Daniels.
Yes. Thank you.
Best case scenario.
That's the one. That's the one right there.
Ground for me is that the Raiders do not go quarterback early, and they look at somebody like Michael Pratt or Joe Milton. I think that, and you find a way, and just hear me out. If you find a way to get Chicago to say, who I think is bluffing. I don't think Justin Fields is going anywhere.
Yeah.
But if somehow Justin Fields is available and you can get him for, say, what? 3rd and a 6 or 3rd.
Who brought this nigga on here? You're not saying nothing I like to hear.
Hey,
man.
look, let's just say you get him, right? Who would be mad at Justin Fields, Aiden O'Connell, and Joe Spencer Rattler?
Well,
Not me.
and Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me, take Aiden O'Connell out the picture. I forgot about Gardner Minshew. I'm sorry. But yeah, Spencer Rattler is another option. Shout out to Trey B. That's another person I really think is a possibility for the Raiders. Like, this is Corey. I know you're making that face, but this is my whole thing. Raiders got a lot of
This isn't my face.
space. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of space to
Whose
fill.
face is it?
Defensively, I think the Raiders got a great chance to find some key players on defense and get another key guy at wide receiver. But this is my third reality, and I would love this. If Terrion Arnold fell to the Raiders, him or Quinyon Mitchell, I'm taking up the phone. I'm sorry. Think about this, y'all. Charles Woodson. I'm not comparing, but I'm just saying, like, look at Charles Woodson and look at some of the corners that the Raiders have had in the past years. I know y'all seen that Terrion Arnold speech at the Combine. That's a Raider, dog. I swear, I watched that and I said, man, that's like when Charles Woodson had the rose in his mouth. That's going to be one of his defining moments before he becomes.
Now I got to go watch it on YouTube because I don't know what you're talking about.
Terrion Arnold has the mindset. He has the man skills. He has the maturity. He has everything. I know that everybody's focused on the quarterback position, but you got a real chance to solidify a new identity for the Raiders across the board. Like, this is a new regime, man. This is a new regime. You got a coach that these guys believe can beat the Chiefs when you listen to this guy. Like, bro, I've never felt like this. I haven't felt like this in a long time. When you look at the season and look at those two matchups against the Chiefs and say, we got a coach that can lead you to those victories.
So do you ever get a chance to talk to anybody in your professional type of world or whatever with the team or whatever about AP since he's become a reality or a realistic possibility for the Raiders? Have you ever talked to anybody? Do they respect him a lot around the league? Because when I look on the timeline with all the professionals, they just say that, oh, he can't do shit. He just yells Raiders, and that's what qualifies him. Does he have that kind of respect around the league as a qualified coach? Because I think he does, but I'm on the outside.
I ain't gonna say I'm super inside, but the conversations I've had, yeah. I mean, listen, bro. Listen. You gotta think, man. The Raiders have overall been bad for a while, bro. And it's been some nice years. It's been some potential years, but it's been some. I think a lot of people respect how he's commanded the locker room and demanded the respect for the Raiders organization. Like I said, the most important thing to me is when you put a Raiders team together and you look at the schedule, say, can they beat the Chiefs? On paper, the Raiders are not better than Chiefs, but you got a coach that's a leader that gets these guys to believe that you can win. And look at what they won with. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, he's a real deal. I think when you get them talent, it's going to be a different story. Like the Raiders have a real chance to get back to the glory days if they do this right. And this is not this year. They'll have to look at this year's draft and find some stepping stones. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they'll take the quarterback in the first round because it's a lot of defensive talent. You got some gaps that you got to fill. But if they do, shit, I tell you, Jaden Daniels is my number one pick. I would love to see him in so.
Oh my God!
But defensively, imagine you like Woolen and you like Devin Witherspoon, right?
Yes, sir. Love him. I wish we had a Witherspoon.
Think about the pure athleticism and man skills of Nate Hobbs, if he's not moved. Nate Hobbs, Jack Jones, and Quinyon Mitchell or Terrion Arnold. Shit,
Hype me up, nigga.
You think? Look at the Falcons. The Falcons. AJ Terrell has become somebody that people have to respect. He's not the best, but he's respected. Yeah. And he's a building piece. He's a stepping stone. This is the year that we're gonna see, is Nate Hobbs really somebody to build around that secondary? But we got two guys that's gonna go in the top 20 that you can see. They're two different corners, but they're gonna be all pro players. Mitchell and Arnold are gonna be all pro players. If Wiggins is healthy, he'll be up there too. And I would love to be one of them three.
You're thinking that's a possibility if the Raiders end up having to stay put to maybe think about a Mitchell or Williams then.
Hell yeah. The Raiders got to get depth at corner, but you also don't want to. I mean, it's a bargain bin right now, but you also don't want to spend too much in free agency. Look at where some of these guys are going. But you know, it's the AFC, man, the AFC West. It's wide receivers just popping out, man. Josh Palmer, all these guys just come out of nowhere for it, and they just dominate. You got to.
Y'all know.
You got to.
Y'all know I'm finna get on the timeline and act like a real expert because Malik Obee said this shit and y'all co-signed it. So now I'm gonna act like this is knowledge that I already had.
Wait. I gotta cut you off because I don't be having an opportunity to talk about this like that. You got to look at this defensive draft, man. Raiders just got Christian Wilkins. If you let's say they go and get another solid D tackle in free agency like Tyre Tart. I don't know if he's been signed. I'm not looking at Twitter right now. With somebody like that, right? Shit, DJ Reader, somebody like that, right? Tell me if he's been signed too. But then you got a guy like Peyton Wilson. These are guys that in that middle of the first round. That's like you like Eric Barr, you like Anthony Barr, you like Eric Kendricks. Shit, Byron Murphy. I'm getting to the D tackle. Wait a second. But the linebacker portion of it, man, that's another position that the Raiders have struggled at. I like Spillane, right?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You got Trotter. You got Peyton Wilson. You got Cedric Gray. You got some guys that can really make an impact in the middle of the field for 10 years. When is the last time I've had some of these players in some of these positions?
Talk your shit, Obie.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But now let's just say the Raiders wait for the draft and get another D tackle. Byron Murphy, Johnny Jerzan, whatever he's going by, or I know he goes by both. Newton, Michael Hall. It's a couple of guys, man, that's in this class. Roro, shit, it's a lot of guys that I would love to see matched in the trenches with Christian Wilkins, with Malcolm Kuntz, and Max Crosby on the outside, dog. You're talking about building and putting together stepping stones. This is a draft to do that in some.
Who let this dude up in here? Hold on.
This is quarterback.
I see him over there. I see him over there. But I think one of the things that I said even before Obie got big time or something like that, I think he was still doing draft stuff with us. I was huge on Kuntz. And then I've been saying, hey, Kuntz is gonna be that guy when he gets the opportunity. And now he has the opportunity. And now I think he's gonna be the biggest piece of the pass rush when you got Christian Wilkins and Max Crosby going crazy. So yeah, Kuntz's numbers are gonna go crazy too. He's finna get paid.
I think that also with that, this puts a little bit of pressure on Tyree, of course. But I think that that's a young man that other teams will look at as good depth right now, or a good rotation experimental piece. And you got that right there with Kuntz. That's a nice rotation of pass rushers and a developing talent. And then you got Max, who doesn't even seem like he's clean. I mean, this dude Max
ain't even reached his peak yet.
Yeah, it's like he's got so far to go. He's motivated. Man, the Raiders have hit on some talent. You got to give them the Raiders their props. Kuntz and Max, that's some mid-major genius right there. That's some genius. But yeah, bro, I mean, the wide receiver spot, I'm not really worried about that. I think that I would love to see Xavier Legette or him number one. I'll be honest. I would love to see him in silver and black, because I think that would be a great successor to Devontae, because Legette is going to need some time. Like, he's a pure athlete, pure freak. But
he's going to need some time.
He's going to need some time, man. Look at that dude. He's 6'3", 220 something. He's Eric Moles. That's Eric Moles, bro. He's fast.
Oh, I remember Eric Moles, bro. I remember him.
I forgot about Eric Moles.
And then you go back, you double back. I think the Raiders should, in free agency, go get a guy like Jamal Agnew, who's another good depth receiver pick and a hell of a
crazy returner. Crazy returner. Crazy returner.
Him. And then I think you just fill out in the draft. Maybe Jalen Polk from Washington, Lab McConkey. Depending on how the rounds shake out, it's a lot of depth at wide receiver that you can say, okay, Hunter, he's gone, but we can replace that. If not, get even better value, you know what I'm saying? With guys with size, guys with speed, Troy Franklin. It's a lot of guys that you could put in that Raiders system that will jump Trey Tucker on the depth chart for one. And
yes. Let's get him up there, bro. Because I mean, every time you get a chance to see him on the field, he's had a couple of mistakes, but those don't outweigh. I mean, he makes an impact. He makes an impact whether he has a ball or not. You know what I'm saying? He makes an impact. So I can't wait to see him on the field. So something that allows him to get on the field a little bit more helps. And it's exciting for me to be a regular ass fan. And now I hear Malik, who definitely is on top of this shit, right? When I hear him, he's definitely on top of this shit. Now I can be excited. No matter who they draft, I'm going to be hyped because I feel like I know what I'm talking about now.
And you know what we got to talk about, too, the running back position. I know that everybody's panicking.
Yeah. Do we have to talk about it right now, nigga?
Oh, yeah, because, listen, man, hey, I'm not one of them people. I respect the running backs, bro. I respect it, right? But listen,
I'm sensitive about it.
Listen, Kenny, you the son of a backfield legend. You understand how the game is going right now.
Oh, yeah.
You got to take the bias out and look at it like, bro, Raiders got some building to do. We can't afford it, dog. If the Raiders keep putting together this defense and get a couple more pieces in free agency, bro, they can go into this draft and take, I don't want Blake Horn. They can take a Kamani Vidal. They can take Ray Davis. They can take Dylan Johnson. They can take what's my man from Texas? It's a lot of running backs that they can take with Zamir and get another shit. Man, I'd pick up AJ Dillon as a third back. And
my God. But you know the kind of football that I like, so I'm an AJ Dillon, get him on the team.
Hey, AJ Dillon is going to be cheaper because he's been on a decline a little bit. But looking at that depth and keeping Zamir fresh and then putting another running back in that picture, I think the Raiders got to make the most of the draft picks that they have. As one of these picks is gonna have to be O-line too. So you gotta find some more depth. You gotta get some more interior help. And Illuminor is gone, so you gotta make some non-sexy picks. You gotta pick up some guys in free agency. What's my man name? The right tackle, backup tackle. I got a couple of bargains.
So
I think the Raiders could get. But
I think every opportunity I get, Mike already know what I'm finna say. But we're talking about tackles and we're talking about the Raiders, and I already think that Thayer Mumford. Shut fuck y'all. Hey, I already feel like Thayer Mumford is that motherfucker, right? And I keep saying it louder and louder and louder. And I saw towards the end of the season when he had to fill in for Colton Miller when he got hurt at the left tackle, and I did see after a little while what happened with why was he still Why was he still on the field? You know what I'm saying? Is he better than Colton Miller now?
Hey, don't go too far, man.
What?
Nah, I think Colton is still a special talent, bro. No, let's not go too far. Because, I mean, one thing also about the Raiders is a lot of filling guys. Let's not go too far, bro. Colton, if he was available tomorrow, he'd be a Lion, he'd be a Ram, he'd be a 49er. All right, don't go too far. Colton is still a special talent, bro. I think also that you can find your successor in this draft for Colton, bro. I think
you got disrespecting there. This motherfucker's unbelievable.
No. He's nice. He's nice. I'm gonna give him his props. I think he's nice. I think that he's a potential talent, but I just think that especially on the right side of the O line.
He's not a potential talent. This motherfucker is a spectacular talent right now. I don't want to hear nothing different.
I think on the right O line, you still got to bring in more. You got to bring in more, man. You got
to back him up. Yeah, I hear you. I believe you.
Hey, if he win in camp, I'm with it. If he win that spot in camp, I'm with it.
That nigga's winning in camp.
Hey, all I know is this O line class is deep, and I want one guy. I want everybody that's listening to this joint. I don't know if he's going to get drafted. I don't know if he'll fall to the Raiders or how that'll shake out in the middle. But
Eric said I was going to push my shit. Fuck y'all.
Black college Raider, I think, is a kid named Aneem Dankwa from Howard University. He just went to the combine. He's pretty solid at the combine. 6'7", I think. 6'7", 6'8". And before I go too far in this is one thing that I had to bite the bullet on. Brandon Parker was not that good of a Raider, but he's an HBCU legend nevertheless. Do not hold this kid to the same standard because he comes from a black college. Aneem Dankwa would be a very good addition to this Raiders offensive line. So if y'all get a chance, check him out. He just, like I said, he just went to the combine. He participated in the Shrine Bowl. Howard University is like 6'7", 6'8", 330 or something like that.
God damn.
Yeah,
He's got feet.
Ghana, went to Canada. He's a soccer player for real. He's only been playing football for about a handful of years. And shit, he just went to the combine and in the Shrine Bowl and did his thing. Just in the mid round, late round. Yeah.
Where's he from?
We went from Ghana to
Ghana,
Canada to Massachusetts, and then to Howard.
Damn, this motherfucker went from Ghana to Massachusetts.
Yeah, to Howard. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
He said, brother,
Hey, but yeah, man, check him out, man. And another black college kid, I think that would fit the Raiders, especially with them needing more depth at corner. He didn't have the best Senior Bowl, but he did pretty good at the combine, and he's going to have a very good pro day. D2 guy. This is another one of those like typical Raiders small school guy becomes a guy on the roster type of story. His name is Willie Drew. He's a cornerback from Virginia State, James Madison transfer. He went to the Senior Bowl, did the combine. Like I said, man, I think that's somebody late or possibly, I don't think he'll go undrafted, but if he does, it's somebody I think the Raiders would definitely be interested in. Solid D2 talent, solid man quarterback. He ran like a 4-4, some room to grow. But I think with the Raiders secondary coaching and everything, he would be all right, and I think y'all like him too. But yeah, man, I think the Raiders got some options, bro. I really think we're heading in the right direction.
Well, hold the fuck on, Ray, man. Hold on, stop, hold on. I got some questions. They get like regular nigga questions.
Fuck on, Rain Man.
Yeah, nigga. How in the fuck, nigga? You work for the Seahawks. You do that shit full time. I don't know what the fuck you do in the offseason, and how do you remember? What the fuck? Like, how do you got like? Is it like you're on your computer right now on the side? You got notes up and shit, or you?
Man, y'all on the damn computer full screen.
What the fuck? Bro. You just remember all of this shit straight the fuck up for real?
Hey, I don't remember I don't know everything, but I know.
What college did you go to?
Morgan State University. Baltimore,
you got a doctorate and shit?
Nah, man, I'm working on my master's now.
You working on your master's in what?
TV and film production.
That's what's up.
Damn. TV and film. Okay. I'm just saying, I just had to stop. I'm like, this is hella smart. Like, to retain this amount of shit in your spare time.
I love the Raiders, like, you know what I'm saying? And then just overall, you never know who you're going to get in a conversation where I want to know something about something. A little something, you know, especially my team. Shit.
Yeah,
I don't watch them as much, so I got to keep up any way that I can, you know.
Well, and I think too, you get a chance to cheat a little bit just because the Seahawks deficiencies and the Raiders deficiencies are very similar. So you can apply a lot of the shit that you know for your team for, well, whatever. Your team is the Raiders, but for either. What the fuck? Hey, I've seen these comments over here, nigga, but I don't have the capacity, girl.
Nah, all right. So Aneem is from Ghana. He went from Ghana and moved to Canada as a kid. Then he went to some special high school in Massachusetts.
No, this nigga's being stupid. This is it God of Division 2. Hey fellas, I see you, KK. I don't know what that means, but I see you too. I don't know what KK means. What does it mean? Oh, her name is KK. Oh, your name, Kenny King. I see you, Kenny. I got you. Nigga.
Yeah, it's Kenny King.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't know if you knew that. We've only been doing this for a while. You know, we've only been following each other for a few years now. I don't know.
And your name's Kenny King.
I mean, I know you just found out that I was half white, but you know, whatever.
You just realized you're half white though. Not too long ago, the other way, bro.
We don't have to do this all the time. We have to do this all the time because you guys people are gonna take it the wrong kind of way. You know what I mean? I don't need that. I thought because it was Samoan, or you know what I'm saying, and I'm just because like first of all, he just how much weight did you lose? Hold on, how much weight did you lose, Kenny?
Right now I'm at 125 pounds.
This nigga lost 100. So listen, he's like, if you looking at your YouTube screen, take Malik and then just shift that shit up and slap it on top of Cud, right? And that's like, Cud used to be like that. And then so like I thought, like, I'm sorry, that's gonna look racist. But I thought he was Samoan. This nigga was gigantic. He was a fucking good football player, nigga. And he looked like him, but he just black and white. And
he still is. That's why the Giants signed him the other day.
that shit blew my fucking mind. It blew.
Mike was waiting for that. He was like, "I'm gonna get this motherfucker."
And hold on, because I was thinking. Because listen, hold on, Mike. Hold on, everybody. It's different. If you're looking at this right now, you're looking at Kenny, and he looks like just kind of like me, like just a guy. But I'm sorry, Kenny,
a guy.
When he was 125 pounds heavier, this nigga's head was gigantic. It was huge, cuz like I thought there's no way that he was just like bro was like juggernaut. Like his ears went right to his deltoids, cuz and so I thought this nigga had to be. I didn't think he was just black and white. And it surprised me. It surprised me because
Max
they sprung
said-
it on me in the middle of the shit.
Max said basically shit off of Meek's weight.
I mean, whoa, y'all don't be disrespectful about nigga. Like, he was, hey, y'all seen the shit that happened with him. We don't have to revisit it. You see what happened. Don't be disrespectful like that.
Yeah. Oh god. Fucking Annie. Like he's striped. Corey had to go grab another 40. Oh man.
Somebody said he made that shit look like a sippy cup.
Yeah. Oh shit, man.
You want to go get another sippy cup?
Oh,
Stop that. Why would you do that? I drink regular size beers just like everybody else. All right, so
bro, you make a 40 look like one of them little Martinelli's bottles.
sir, I'm shorter than you. I'm shorter than you. You guys, I know it's crazy. I'm small. Well, I'm kind of smaller than Kenny. I'm shorter than him. You know what I'm saying? That dude is bigger than me. But he lost 125 pounds. Congratulations. Now Mike is actually bigger than both of us. I forgot. You guys, this nigga is like an NFL tight end size. How tall are you, Mike?
6'1" without a haircut. I'm 6'2" though.
What the fuck?
Yeah, without a haircut. 6'2". No, I'm
Without
6'1",
a
bro.
haircut? What kind of shit? Okay, I thought you
I
were
be
like
growing my shit
6'4".
long sometimes, bro.
I thought you were
You thought I was 6'4"?
I thought
No,
so.
I'm only like 6'1", 6'2" on a good day.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not very short.
Yeah, 6'2", 6'3" on a good day.
I'm sorry, guys.
Depends
I'm trying to keep up to what's going on, but I think for some reason I can't concentrate. And I mean I can concentrate, but I keep getting kind of scrambled. I don't know. It feels
It's
slurry.
the comments, isn't it?
Yes, because I'm trying to like read the comment and pay attention at the same time, and it's not working good.
Let's do this because we are coming up on an hour, and I want to respect everybody's time, especially Malik's.
Thank you.
Malik, go ahead and plug what you got, your book, where you're at, where people can find you.
Yeah. So my Twitter is NFL Malik. I want y'all to check out Draft HBCU Players. So we're a scouting platform for Black colleges, top athletes. We're gonna have our draft guide for Black colleges coming out at the end of the month, and I'm gonna be putting out my draft guide in the next few weeks, probably once I'm done with it. But yeah, so in the next few weeks, I'll be putting out my fourth draft guide. I'm gonna try to get to 100 players. I'm sorry, I'm trying. I'll be busy, dog. But yeah, I just wanted to give people my thoughts, and I love comps. So NFL Malik on Twitter, drafthbcuplayers.com. Go to the website, please, and download Draft HBCU 24. I'll remake Tecmo Bowl every year with every Black college. All of our legends from damn Jerry Rice to Willie Brown, everybody you can think of, Art Shell, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Follow us on Instagram, Draft HBCU Players. And yeah, man, listen. You can check out my stuff at Seahawks.com. Usually in the articles, you just click one, it'll say Malik. But yeah, man, I'm very grateful to be on.
Bro, at Seahawks.com and just said it casual. Yeah, check me out real quick on this motherfucking biggest website in the world. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I'm excited because this is like my downtime. Like this is when I go back and watch games up from the season and really look at film, write down guys I want to watch. I try to watch 3 games.
Hey, so you still get a check? You still get it? I'm not pocket watching, but you still get a check when it's off season, nigga, or you still got to write for them or what?
Yeah, so you write less.
You working at Amazon or no?
Nah, you work less, but you still write. So what I will be doing is in the next coming weeks, I'll be talking about the DC Defenders because I love the UFL too. So I'll be covering the DC Defenders. And then just to give y'all a little heads up, I might be a Seahawks next season. I might be another team. We'll see. So, you know what I'm saying? Got some things in the works. We'll see.
You're a restricted free agent?
Kinda. You gotta see who's gonna match the deal.
Like you can.
I'll try
I
here.
can't say
I'll try
right
here.
now.
You got like a different offer. You got to sign the offer sheet. Wow. So
Yeah,
they'll.
man.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
I got some opportunities that I can't talk about yet, and some stuff that might happen. So we'll see. But as of right now, Seahawks.com, and I'm preparing for the draft. That's where it's at, you know. So I'm.
You
very
be running
optimistic.
marathons and shit. You be running marathons and shit.
Nah.
You look like I don't know if it's the jacket or because your shoulders are close together. Because your shoulders look close together, okay? But I know you're athletic.
Wow, man.
I seen it. So I was just wondering, like, if you be, I don't know. How do you
What's wrong
stay in
with you,
such
bro?
great shape? I'm just asking, how do you stay in such great shape?
Hey, just exercise.
Probably by not drinking 40s and eating fucking Sour Patch Kids.
Hey, I love Sour Patch Kids, bro. I put my Sour Patch Kids in the freezer, bro.
You put wait in the freezer for what? Why do you do this?
Just get it cold a little bit, and then you can taste the sugar. It's good.
Word?
Sour Patch Kids, put some sweet in the refrigerator, bro. It's gonna change your life, bro. For real.
So I put these.
I ain't gonna lie. That sound like it's crazy hearing that from you. 'Cause it sound like some like big bag activities type shit. Like just the fact to taste the sugar, boy, that sounds crazy.
It's good. All right, so
Yeah.
look,
I'll try it though.
every Sour Patch Kid is a different flavor. So you're gonna taste the different flavors and shit. Like when
This Sour Patch Kids is all the same flavor, and I'm afraid to put it on camera because I don't need to buy anything
It's
stereo.
watermelon. We know.
But it's-
We know.
get the
Fuck
peach
you.
ones. Hey, get the peach ones, man.
You had a 40 and you had watermelon Sour Patch. So don't. You know what?
We gonna have the BGs after
We
we
gonna-
get off this joint.
Yeah, we gonna end this stream right now on that because you are just being real. Just you know what?
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?